Hey. Hello guys, welcome. This is for all of those that remember BubbleteaS gaming. What a guy. Okay guys, today we are going to do the predictions for Super League Playoffs Season 21 for Ultimate Conquest. And I would like to start with just saying that whenever we are seeing BDR and Rot in round 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I'm basically just gonna say that they're going to win because they are like two of the strongest alliances right now. There is no doubt about it. We just give them W and that's it. Okay, without further ado, I know that the Depravity is not with us anymore. He is not recording any new videos, so I will try to do it myself. There is no guest yet in this video, maybe in the future. So let's get started. We are starting with pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't even need to look into this alliance. Case, so-called. This is a straight up win from BDR, no doubt about it. Next one we have Doom and HD. They were pretty close in the Alliance Conquest, both respectively ending in number 8 and 9. Doom, funnily enough, played only 3 matches and they still managed to go into UC. And HD actually played 5 matches. They lost 1. So let's take a look about this. So Doom normally has a lot of big accounts that are known for most of the players, but they are not really fighting against decent alliances. I think one decent match that they had so far was against fucking Heroes, and of course Doom Light Yagami was first here in elimination points. So looking at the score, Doom won fairly and squarely. Probably Mines generated a lot of points here with only 69 players against 88. So with more players, it would be probably even easier match for them. Most of the players are actually, some of them actually are no longer in UC with Doom. Namely, I believe Night Queen is in BDR. So I am not sure if they can actually make it. A lot of those went into BDR. Let me check. Who was it? BDR. Night King. Light Yagami joined BDR as well. I believe they also have okay, were they not playing or yeah, but in this case I still think Doom can make it, so we are going to give it to them. NBE versus AAA. I know NBE and they have a lot of strong players. They play well together. Probably they are much versatile than AAA. The Grey Army. They were, I believe, mostly playing in the lower tiers of the playoffs before. So I am a little bit based here, but NB got a lot of stronger players for UC as well, like Dra and some other guys. I don't remember exactly who it was. GoTWiC, really strong infantry player. So yeah, for this they didn't play right together. Yeah, so here I'm giving win to NBE. I think they can reach probably top 4, top 3, depending how BDR and the Rod will play the rounds for themselves. If we go to FFS and RRH, this one is a tricky one. Both of those alliances won 4 matches and lost 2. Yeah, FFS lost versus Rod, which is like one of the strongest alliances right now going into UC this season. They also lost versus BDR. So we can give them a benefit of the doubt here, because they on the only 2 matches that they lost was versus top alliances. If we take a look into the members, Joseph, really big account here, as well as Vito. Lowell's, I believe, as well. They have quite a punch here. I believe most of the players actually stayed for UC. And if we look into RRH, they lost versus Nox, but Nox had help with Night Queen, which is right now in BDR, and Night King, Makima as well. I believe Grumbold also joined BDR. So yeah, this match was pretty tough for them, and they also lost versus FFS before. So we could see that already they are playing against all odds in this match. So I think I'm going here with FFS, only because they played already before and it was almost a devastation on the FFS side. So I think we are going to be a little bit based here, but it is what it is. Now, this is the one of the situations that everyone is wondering, because some of you may know or not know that WXC actually took a huge hit before going into UC season finals. They lost, I think I can say it clearly, without doubt, the strongest account in the game, CCPC. This was unexpected. So yeah, here he is. So a lot of those a lot of people went to BDR or ROD or any other alliance. We can see that the numbers on them were already quite low in the last match versus FFS. But if we compare them to BBS, I think they still have a power even without CC and other guys to actually beat them. This will change probably later in the bracket, but in this particular matchup, I think WXC still has a leading hand. but I don't think they will go much further against higher tier alliances like BDR and ROT. So I think this one is with WXC. Okay, now we have BTA and VAL, and VAL and BTA. Normally VAL is like, it's a really old alliance. Most of the people know them just for being, like, for existing. They are not really securing themselves as a top alliances in all the events that they are playing, but they still have a lot of members that are actually quite strong, like CCK, Corillion, and some other guys. They on paper they seem to be quite lacking, but they are actually quite strong. We can see this in their records. They are not having, let's say, the biggest enemies. They are not facing the top alliances here. Here we can see they lost versus HD, but they are still quite a force, and I think that versus BTA they might have a chance here. So BTA itself, they lost 4 matches and had 0 defeats. So they are, let's say, on a good way to be successful here, but we have to take into consideration that they had some help. Like here, your Candy joined them for elimination score, so they had huge help here. I don't know if in the other matches they had some help as well. We can see here Michael Lee, very strong spear player. Chen Kai is as well quite good, and some other guys like Crucio are actually quite old accounts and they are handled quite well. But this is quite like a 50-50 matchup, I'd say. They did not play against each other. I would like to give it to BTA, but something is telling me that VAL will actually take it. Even though BTA was higher in the Alliance Conquest rankings, it's really tricky. I think I will go with VAL here. It's really like 50-50. Like if those matches are normally, they never go well with your predictions. You just need to flip it. That's it. Okay, this one should be pretty straightforward. The ROT is, I think, top or second top alliance right now. They also got huge help from other whales and players with big accounts going into UC. They actually lost latest match against BDR. I think they played only once. No, they played twice and they lost twice. And I believe in the first match versus them, none of the alliances had help from other players outside of their respective roster. So we can see that they struggle against BDR, but history is always saying that ROT can actually defeat BDR. But we have to take into consideration that BDR actually got stronger going into UC. Of course, ROT got a lot of WXC players going into this UC season. Eugen is really big player. and like half. Some of the players here is like a creme de la creme of WXC that joined ROT for the UC after kind of collapsing in WXC. But here, I mean, yeah, HOH, it's still pretty good alliance, but they are not what they were used to be, I believe. Yeah, there's nothing really to be told here more. It's ROT always against these matchups. Okay, so last in the round 1 we have Leg and FDH. FDH is one of the OG alliances actually, but a lot of accounts there are not really spending that much after so many updates we've had in this game. They were falling behind during those recent years. A lot of their top players quit the game a couple of years ago and never came back. So they are crawling in the background. I mean, people know them. They are like famous around the OG players, but I don't think they have the power to fight against the Leg purely because Legion is actually, I think they have more members that are actually spending and updating their accounts to the recent standards. Yeah, FDH is just not it in this matchup. So we will go like this. So we have passed the round 1. Round 1 is always tricky. There's always one match that is like 50-50 with your prediction. I think in this case it would be PTA and FAO. This can go either way. Yeah, that's it. For round 2, so we can go with, let's say, with the straightforward choices. BDR, always win, and ROT, always win. Doesn't matter who is facing them. Yeah, we will stop later when they will face each other. But for now, BDR and ROT, clear winners, no doubt about it. NB and FFS, they did not play against each other. NB is actually really stuck with a lot of infantry players. I believe a lot of them have Jagan, which is like broken currently, and I think it even got nerfed in some of the events, but it's still pretty much the best for defending. Maybe not the best, but one of the go-to choices to defend the buildings, especially Casterly Rock and ports. And NB is actually stacked going into this. You see, they got all the help that they could get. So yeah, I think here my choice will be NBE. I'm also I'm also a little bit biased with NBE because some of my friends are playing there. But in this matchup, I think it will be going into the favor of NBE. Nothing against FFS, but in this case, NBE is the go-to. Now we have again situation. Both those alliance technically normally it should be WXC all the way, but with CCPC gone and with players leaving, some of the players leaving this alliance, VAO might have a chance, but I think a little bit more favor here goes to WXC. They are ranked higher in the Alliance Conquest, so they will be probably choosing the timer, or let's say the timer will be chosen to be more in favor of WXC. And I think VAO will have, let's say, issues with participation if it's not a 7 GMT match or any other, or something like in the middle of the day. So WXC is my choice here. Yeah, this is done. Case and HD has huge players. Actually, Horatius, I believe before it was called Lord Orval, if someone is remember. It's a really huge spear player mostly, but I think he also can play a female setup. If HD is able to put like Immortal and Horatius into, or Problemka even, into CR and one of the mines, they should have an easy match against the Gaze. So HD is my choice here. Triple I and RRH. I don't really know much about triple I players. I think Leorinka is like a really decent spearman with Diana weakness setup and so on. But most of the names here, doesn't really ring a bell to me. I haven't played with them before. I haven't faced them in any of the recent events, so I can't really tell. But looking at the RRH, here we actually see players that you can see in all the events, PvP or strategic maps and so on. They always play for eliminations and so on. So I think my scale is moving more here into favor of RRH. Now we have alliances that start with B. So we have BBS and BTA. BBS to me here against this matchup looks kind of like maybe not an alt alliance, but it's like an alliance of kind of random people. And BTA is actually an alliance that's been like with this roster for quite some time. As I mentioned before, Crucio, Wellerman, Pierre Castro as well, Chen Kai, Michael Lee, all of those people seem like enough to win versus BBS. So BTA is actually here for me. Now, this is like a veteran match. We have HOH and FDH. They both end with H, but I don't know if this helps them in any way. But I'm biased against HOH. They were much better in the recent years than FDH. FDH, I don't remember when was the last time they actually won something in any of the events. I don't even know if they are playing to win. I think they are just playing for fun. HOH is actually much more competitive alliance. They still have big accounts available, like Urielki, Novian, Xoika, and all of those people that you might recognize from the videos or official Discord. So yeah, Triple H for HOH for me is the go-to. Okay, so now we go into round 3, which is only a loser bracket. So Doom and HD, some of the top accounts went from Doom to BDR, and I am not sure if I can actually defeat HD, but I feel like HD has only one or two really strong accounts, which is Immortal and Courageous. All other people might lack in some way. Also, let's check participation. HD 85, 96, 93, 93, 95 seems to be quite well, and Doom 67, 69, 72. And they lost some. So this is a tricky one. But I think I will give it to Doom. It's really it can flip either side really. Yeah, if you choose Doom, same as me, and you lose, you can blame me. That's fine. I will be a rat that made you lose your predictions. Okay, FFS and RRH. So this is basically the same situation that we had at round 1. I believe FFS will win again. I don't know if RRH actually wants to push for better standing in UC. I think for them, making UC is actually already something. So FFS here for me. VAO and BTA. I think VAO BTA is like, yeah, each match will be more strugglesome for them. They will lose in case of speed ups and resources to keep up the games versus other alliances. So I think VAO is actually more stacked into this. Yeah, and the same situation will be with HOH versus LEC. LEC lost some of the players. They lost YTU, I believe, in favor of BDR, and some of their Russian friends like Yevgeny and so on also went to BDR. So HOH should win this match. Okay, so now round 4, and I think those matches are already quite exciting. So yeah, we need to wait almost 10 days to actually have some big competitions happening. I like NBE, but sorry, BDR is just too strong. I also think NBE will actually not fight this match. I think they can just skip it to save speed ups and yeah, just not go all in. Maybe they will just use this match as an opportunity to learn some tactics from the enemies, or to just observe how they behave, make some notes, maybe try some guerrilla tactics and so on. But other than that, yeah, I think yeah, it will be either a complete slaughter on the BDR side from the very beginning, and then NB just will surrender to not waste resources, or it will be they will skip the match completely. Yeah, they will just log in to the map and leave their computers for 1 hour. WXT and Rod, yeah, again, if CC was still there and all the WXT players stayed in WXT before going into the UC, we might have a longer discussion here, but Rod is just too good with the leadership of Benny and other players, and with the additions to this UC roster, no doubt Rod will win, unless Rod will try some tactic into losing on purpose to WXC and then going into lower bracket just to mess with some other alliances for easy matches and so on, but I don't think Rot is a name, a brand for itself. Really old alliance. Of course, they changed names quite some time. They were known before as N3O, but their roster is quite the same from the very beginning, and they are well established here. So I don't think they will be going into tactics of, hey, let's lose this match to mess with other guys. I think between BDR and Rod, I think BDR would be more likely into going like, hey, let's fuck with other guys just for the sake of shits and giggles. That's how they have their attitude in this game and outside. So yeah, I think Rod will just win this match straightforward. Doom and FFS. I think at this point Doom will just have a difficulty of not having their top players, and against FFS, I think they actually will be they will go on top, and it will be bye for Doom for the rest of the UC. Yeah, in this matchup, Val had, let's say, a nice run if they win, of course, all the matches as I predicted. But I think I need to give it to HOH. They are, just more active alliance than Val, I think, and they have more players that are actively playing the game. In round 5, we only have loser brackets again. It's probably this might be one of the closest matches, I think, in this NBE, even though they have a lot of strong players. I think FFS would like to show them that they can beat them. Joseph is like really top account, I think, especially with Spears. So he might be a wall that for NBE for some of the players. Of course, a lot of players have infantry as a main composition, so they might force him, let's say, to out of the building. But yeah, this will be close match. I think this match will go down to the mines, and in this case, I think it will be NBE. Yeah, I think FFS has a chance. It will be a really close match, but whoever will hold Warrior, Mother, and I think one of the outposts or strongholds will have will receive a total base increase for total attack. It will be probably one of the determining factor to win this match, and I think NBE will do it. If they manage to put like the only king, maybe Dra or Ledogi or someone else in into like Mother, Warrior, or maybe one of the ports, yeah, maybe Skyline as well. I believe Mirella also can hold the building quite well. If they happen to be on their best side this match, I think they can smack FFS. WXC and HOH. So normally WXC had a good run in the winner bracket or the upper bracket, but here against HOH, I think it will show that the lack of players matters, especially in UC, because you can only play with 70 people top each match. I think in this case HOH will win. They lost too many players at this point. I think the morale is also not there. They were supposed, I mean, I heard they were supposed to be disbanded, but they are still going into UC quite strong. A lot of players were leaving, then returning, then leaving again. Some of them returned again. Yeah, I think this match will end their run into UC. What will happen afterwards, we don't know. Maybe CC will come back and try to rebuild this alliance, but as far as I heard, it will probably not happen in some time. But fingers crossed for him. All the best. And for WXC. Okay, round 6. This is the mini final, or let's say it should be called a final, because in my prediction, you will see later, the final will be exactly the same. And yeah, so both of those alliances just received huge income of top accounts. Yeah, they played once. BDR won. I believe they were losing for quite some time in the match, but then mines happened, and once they took the mines, it was a GG. Yeah, they won twice in the AC. Of course, AC regular season is like, yeah, you want to win all of the matches, yeah, but sometimes it's like not a big deal, let's say, to lose a match, because you will be in top 16 anyway, and then you will just smack opposition in UC and going to the finals when we are talking about BDR and ROT. But yeah, so Baby got by Ziming account. This is huge. This is top account. Mr. X as well. I believe this is the YTU account. Super big account. Imperial Rock, one of the best accounts, I believe, in the game, next to CC. Will also be, if they manage to race with one of those three accounts, or like Gannicus, one of the top alliance as well. Tolkien, top account, no doubt. El Sicario, Night King also joined them, which is kind of surprising, because I think BDR and ATD, which was the alliance for Night King and I believe Light Yagami as well, Problem Key and Night Queen, they had this is the longest beef, or the biggest beef that we have in this game. ATD and BDR just don't get along, but we are living in a such weird timeline that ex-ATD accounts actually joining BDR for UC, which is surprising, to be honest, at least on my side. I used to roll with BDR in the past, and yeah, like Menat is even here. Karasa is always helping BDR in UC. Falcon, super big account. Like, this is really weird to look to have so many ex-ATD players in BDR fighting for the win in the UC, because ATD were all, maybe not always, because I believe in season 9 they won a final against ATD, but yeah, from that point, BDR was like pretty much always second to ATD. Not that they were bad or something. Like, ATD just always had something, a lack on their side or something. You can call it whatever you want. And now, like, top of the ATD players are now in BDR fighting, helping them to reach finals and to win in the finals. So I think the conclusion is that this is a huge change, a huge advantage, and if we try to compare it to whom Rod got, I think it's enough for them to win every single encounter with Rod. Of course, it always goes down to the mines. Like, there is no shot that either Rod or BDR will just call it a day after not having CR or ports or whatever. Like, it will be constant fighting. Speed ups will be burned. Mouses will be broken because of clicking speed ups and racing and everything. The amount of go, more will be enormous. And the match is actually only 1 hour, but I think whenever those two alliances are playing, it's like the longest hour in your life. If you are playing in one of those alliances, this is quoting one of the members, actually, this is what you are playing for. Like this is peak content that you can see in GoTWiC in this game, and we are all into it. But I think BDR is winning here. I'm a big fan of BDR for the longest time. I know a lot of people there, so I'm pretty sure they will have their next final and next UC title here. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have a couple of more matches here. So NBE and HOH, couple of seasons before, I think HOH would be in favor, but they lost Grombold and they lost a couple of other accounts that were actually spending a lot of Black Diamonds. They still have quite a punch, but we can see that they lost versus HD, and I think NBE and HD are quite on the same side of the power. Also, HOH played with NBE before, and they lost quite, let's say, high. I did not watch this match, but whenever I see a score like this, it means there was a long pause, let's say, on the HOH side, because maybe they were just hitting their head against the wall and nothing was working, so they were waiting for the mines. And then when the mines were taken by NBE, they just called it, because you don't get the score like this when you actually play all in. Also, it was first match of the regular season, so you can't expect people to just go all in a match like this, or not. Let's say when we are talking about HOH. If you are in BDR or ROT, you always go all in, but maybe not here, not in HOH. So taking this into consideration, I will give it to NBE. That's why I said that they have really a shot with securing third place or fourth place, depending how well will they do here. But I think this is the run for HOH, which is still good considering that they were actually on the lower side recently, on the alliance side, let's say, and the member side. So I think it's still a good place for them to be. Here, sorry NBE, but Rod will always win this matchup. There's nothing here. And again, we are going into the final. I don't know how much speed ups both of those alliances have, but in the long run, again, I'm biased against BDR. Like, BDR is like most of the time in my spot as a finalist. or as a winners. But I think this is the season for them to win. I mean, 21 is a nice number. It will look nice on their banner. They won once. They can do it twice. They could have done it probably 10 times already, if not for ATD. But yeah, I mean, those rats, they can do it. They will win. They will just put most of the top of the accounts from the very beginning into the buildings like Mother, Warrior, and Outposts, and they will try to defend it with their lives. Nothing against Rot. It's just, it would be really, really, really hurtful if Rot actually pulled up like a secret strategy and win versus BDR in the final. That would be heartbreaking for BDR members. But I think they waited a long time, and I think this is the time. Yeah, so this is my prediction for this season 21 of UC. Yeah, you can screenshot this for your own prediction. I hope the video will be out before actually timer runs out, but I'm gonna click confirm here. Yeah, so BDR is my champion here. Yeah, so you guys have, I don't know what's the timer here because it's gone, but I think it's yeah, this will look like this. Let me know if you guys what are your predictions for this season. If you are playing in one of those alliances, please let me know if I was right or not in my yapping. And I wish all of the players good luck. Don't go broke in this season because there are more events coming. So be prepared. And yeah, this is the video. Thank you, whoever will be watching this. You are awesome. And hopefully the response from you guys will be that we will do another prediction for maybe SOW or any other event. So stick around. Thank you very much. Bubble Gaming out.